Did you know your cat might be hiding a serious illness right now without you even realizing it? In the wild, any sign of weakness can attract predators, so cats evolved to hide signs of illness and pain. Shocking, right? This means by the time a cat shows obvious symptoms, it could be very sick. Today, we're uncovering 7 life-saving warning signs that your cat might be secretly sick. Trust me, you don't want to miss number 7. It surprises even the most experienced cat parents. Sign number 1, hiding or sudden behavior changes. Is your friendly furball suddenly avoiding you and camping out under the bed all day? Hiding is one of the most common subtle signs of a sick cat. Cats instinctively withdraw and hide when they're unwell, as a way to protect themselves in a vulnerable state. For example, a normally social kitty might start acting cranky or reclusive if they're in pain or not feeling well. Conversely, some sick cats might become overly clingy and attached. Basically, any big shift in your cat's typical personality should raise a red flag. I remember my cat Milo, who's usually the king of cuddle time. One day, he started hiding in the closet and wouldn't come out, even for treats. We took him to the vet and discovered he had a fever. Hiding was his only complaint. Without catching that behavior change, we might have missed his illness entirely. Keep an eye on your kitty's daily habits. If they're playing hide and seek a bit too well, it might be time for a vet check. Speaking of low energy, let's move to sign number 2, which is all about those long cat naps. Sign number 2, lethargy or low energy. Cats are champions of sleep, often clocking 15 or more hours a day. So how do you tell when it's unhealthy lethargy rather than just regular napping? If your playful cat suddenly seems to be hibernating 24/7, that's a red flag. Lethargy means your cat is much less energetic than usual. A sick cat might conserve energy because they're uncomfortable or in pain. Veterinarians say there's a difference between a cat who's lazy and one who's truly lethargic. If your cat can't even be bothered to respond to things that would normally grab their attention, it's time to investigate. Watch for other clues, like a hunched posture or careful movements. They may also avoid jumping or playing if it hurts. If your cat seems extra sleepy or weak for more than a day or two, a vet visit is essential. Now, let's move from energy levels to something that can be just as concerning: how well or if your cat is eating. Sign number 3, changes in appetite or weight. Has your cat's food dish been untouched since yesterday? A loss of appetite or any abrupt change in eating habits is a major warning sign. Cats are usually enthusiastic about food, so when they skip meals or suddenly eat way less, it could signal an underlying illness. In fact, going even 24 hours without eating can be dangerous for cats. Their livers can start accumulating fat, a condition called fatty liver disease, which is potentially life-threatening. On the flip side, some illnesses like hyperthyroidism or diabetes might make a cat hungrier than normal, yet they still lose weight. Speaking of weight, unexplained weight loss is something vets often pick up on before you do. If you run your hands along your cat's ribs and suddenly feel bones more prominently than before, that's a clue something might be wrong. Consistent weight changes, whether gain or loss, should never be ignored. Do you track your cat's meals or weigh them occasionally? I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments. If you've caught a health issue early because your cat stopped eating or started losing weight, share your story. Next up, we'll talk about something cats themselves don't focus on too much: water intake. But you, as the owner, should. Sign number 4, increased thirst or urination changes. Have you noticed refilling the water bowl more often, or discovered that the litter box clumps are huge lately? Increased thirst is a subtle clue that something's off. Cats are not typically big drinkers, so if your cat is suddenly spending a lot of time at the water bowl or waking you at night to slurp away, pay close attention. Excessive thirst can indicate conditions like kidney disease or diabetes. Along with increased thirst, watch for urination changes, more frequent bathroom trips, or unusually large amounts of urine. On the other hand, if your cat is straining or crying in the litter box and not producing much urine, this could be a sign of a urinary blockage, especially in male cats. That's a medical emergency. If your cat shows these symptoms, rush them to the vet immediately. Also note if your normally well-trained cat starts peeing outside the box. While it might look like bad behavior, it often signals something physically wrong, such as a urinary tract infection or bladder stones. Remember, any sudden change in litter box habits should prompt a checkup. Moving on from drinking and peeing, let's focus on a very visual sign: your cat's coat. Trust me, your cat's fur can reveal a lot about their health. Sign number 5, poor grooming or coat condition changes. Cats are fastidious groomers, dedicating hours each day to keeping their fur in pristine shape. That's why a messy, greasy, or unkempt coat is a serious indicator your cat may be sick. If you notice your cat's fur looking dull, tangled, or downright dirty, and they're not grooming like they used to, something's up. Dental pain, arthritis, or general illness can all lead to a drop in grooming. Conversely, overgrooming can also signify a problem. Sometimes, cats will obsessively lick or chew their fur because of stress, skin irritations, or allergies, leaving bald patches behind. A cat with bladder pain may lick its belly. A cat with arthritis might chew around a painful joint. It's their way of self-soothing. Next time you're petting your cat, do a quick coat inspection. Is the fur as shiny and clean as usual, or is something off? Let me know in the comments if you've ever noticed sudden changes in your cat's fur. It might help another cat parent figure things out faster. Now, let's address what goes in one end and comes out the other. That's right, the litter box again. But this time, focusing on number 6. Sign number 6, litter box. Trouble, diarrhea, constipation, or changes in toilet habits. Time to talk poop. Yep, it's not glamorous, but it's crucial. A healthy cat's bowel movements are fairly consistent. So when you see diarrhea or constipation, or any major shift in bathroom habits, pay attention. Diarrhea could be anything from food intolerance to parasites or a serious intestinal issue. Constipation might suggest dehydration or an obstruction, like a stubborn hairball. Also observe how your cat uses the litter box. Are they straining, making repeated trips with little success? Straining to urinate can indicate a urinary blockage, a dire emergency. Straining to defecate isn't usually as immediately life-threatening, but can still be painful. And if your cat starts doing their business outside the box, this might be because they associate the litter box with discomfort after a painful episode. Scoop daily so you can spot changes quickly. It might sound like a chore, but it can literally save your cat's life. Speaking of senses, let's move to the one sign that might knock you back if you get too close: your cat's breath. Sign number 7, bad breath or unusual odors. If your cat's breath can clear a room, it's time to investigate. Bad breath isn't just unpleasant. It can indicate dental infections, gum disease, or more serious problems. Bacteria from dental issues can even spread to other parts of the body, so it's important to address it. Interestingly, certain breath odors offer big clues. A sweet, fruity smell may suggest diabetes, while a strong ammonia-like odor could indicate kidney issues. These are subtle signs, but they're critical to catch early. And it's not just the mouth. Unusual odors from the ears, skin, or rear end can also signal infections or other health concerns. Essentially, if your cat smells significantly worse than usual, don't ignore it. We've covered a lot of ground: behavior changes, lethargy, appetite, thirst, grooming, litter box habits, and odd odors. Any one of these signs might be your cat's way of telling you something is wrong. Remember, cats are masters of disguise, so any sudden change in your cat's typical behavior or habits should prompt a vet visit. Acting quickly could literally save your cat's life. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more cat care insights. Also, let me know in the comments, have you ever discovered your cat was sick only after they hid it too well? Sharing your story might help another cat parent. Until next video, stay curious and give your cat some extra love from me.